Hello, and this is a message to all mental health support workers. I've done a video about this in the past, but I've just spoken to a good friend of mine who is going through shit thanks to you people. I don't know how wide these fucking gaps are that we all seem to be falling through. I've fallen through them, my friends fallen through them. I'm sure the system is designed to make the gaps as wide as possible, because everyone seems to be falling through them that I speak to. Some people just need a little bit of support at certain times when they're overwhelmed with life. And support is not giving them a list of phone numbers. Support is a voice on the phone that can do something. I can do more for my friend than most mental health people have done for her. I'm not qualified. I'm autistic with anxiety and depression. So I don't need training. I know what she's going through. I'm not going to put up with this sort of shit anymore. I've had 3 years with Waltham Forest Council doing this to me. They refuse to give me a reasonable adjustment. They refuse to call me and they only email me. They refuse to let me ask questions. And when I do get a question answered, it's absolute bullshit, the answer, and they know it's bullshit. I've complained so many times to their external adjudicators that are wasting public money. Left, right, and centre. I've complained to the Housing Ombudsman again because no one's been disciplined, as far as I'm aware, for breaking protocol and not following policy, even though 6.1.1 and 6.1.2 says they shouldn't be doing that. And it's an investigation. Or apparently, housing don't get investigated. Well, this is bigger than housing. This is the whole fucking country. This isn't just Waltham Forest Council. It's the NHS. It's doctors. It's hospitals. It's politicians. It's all public bodies, councils. You name it. I've started putting complaints in about them because they've had Section 149 of the 2020 Equality Act, which makes all public bodies uphold the 2010 Equality Act to make a reasonable adjustment. Well, no one's forcing them. I think I'm bringing test cases for the local government ombudsman to decide what a reasonable adjustment is. It's gone up to the housing ombudsman. It's gone up to the local government ombudsman. I've sent it over to the police as a formal complaint. I've sent it over to the NHS, and they still haven't replied back to me. I'm going to have to chase the NHS. And I've sent it up recently to the the London Mayor's office, the London Assembly office. I've asked them how they're complying with Section 149 of the 2010 Equality Act. I deserve an answer. We all deserve an answer. You've had, all public bodies have had now 11 years. 11 years this month, I think it was, July 2010. The act was passed, if I remember rightly. Don't forget, I've been suffering like this since 2001 when I got divorced. I've had problems with taking private numbers since 2001. 9 years before the Act came into force. And as well as the 2010 Equality Act, your human rights are affected as well. So people use all sorts of fucking weird excuses. Let's give it a clue, boys and girls. I'm fed up of this. I'm going to give you a hint. A good, clear, firm hint. Mental health support isn't giving someone a printout or an email with a list of fucking numbers. Support does not mean washing your hands of people that need help. Support means to help someone. You're not helping them if you're not talking to them. We're talking people with autism mainly. We need voice communication. Emails, on a good day, I can check my email. On a really good day, I might even understand them. But even on a bad day, when I've got a phone call, I can make sense. I can understand what people say. But most people that communicate by email are idiots and they can't phrase things correctly. I've got a very keen sense of correct standards in English. And if people use English incorrectly or badly, then I can't understand it. I have to work out what they're trying to say. Whereas if I don't understand something on the phone, I can just ask them to make it clear. A lot of people like me are like me. My friend is very much like me. All she wants is occasional telephone support to guide her through the rough patches. It doesn't cost a lot. We're not talking hours of time. We're talking a few minutes sometimes just to get you through the little patches that you can't cope with. And time again, my friend has been rejected. I'm not going to give you any details about her. She will know I'm talking about her. But it's ridiculous that I should have friends coming to me saying they've let me down again. They've ignored me again. When you're crying out for help, someone should help. They shouldn't chastise you and throw the book at you until you've done something wrong. It should be, why have you done something wrong? What will it take to stop you doing that? No one's asked her any of these questions. She's gone through this shit time and time again for months now. Since before lockdown. It started before lockdown. I think at least a year and a half ago, I remember her crying out for help. And no one's helped her. I've tried helping her. I've tried contacting her local authority, and they haven't responded to me, even though they've got a duty of care to respond to me. I might actually see if I can act on her behalf. Isn't that ironic, boys and girls? Can't talk to people on my own behalf. I can talk on other people's behalf. It really annoys me. I'm so sad that I've just had to speak to my friend again, going through the same shit that she went through time and time again so far in the last year. Lockdown hasn't been good for people like me. If you're autistic and you lock down, you're shit scared of most things. On a good day, you're shit scared of most things. You put us through lockdown 3 times with no enforcement around you, and try being autistic when the police don't do anything, the local councils don't do anything. My local council had to be told by me to close the playground behind me. When the first lockdown came in, all playgrounds were supposed to be shut. Mine was open for another 3 days. I'm going to cut it short now. I'm going to upload this. But I swear blind, together we will make a difference. I'm going to do a number 10 poll sometime in the next few days about private numbers. I tried it a few years ago, but as soon as I put it in, they declared a general election, so it was all cancelled. I didn't have enough time. I only had like 2 weeks, and then they just cancelled all the polls. Didn't know they was going to hold a general election, did I? I think it was 2005 I put that in. 2015 rather. But it's Cameron fucking things up for the mental health people again. Oh, and we've got another £75 million in the new government initiative for people with autism. Oh, whoopee-doo, that's going to go a fucking long way, isn't it? 75 million? Oh, maybe they could spend it on upgrading the phone system so they're not private numbers anymore. Oh no, it won't cost 75 million. Fucking idiots. You haven't got a clue. People that aren't autistic haven't got a clue what people like us have to go through on a daily basis. I'm fed up. I've tried keeping, the language clean, but it's impossible. When I get so frustrated and I hear friends of mine getting mistreated and ignored and thrown out of the mental health system time and time again, no, the line has to be drawn here, no farther. It's 11 years since the Equality Act came in, which added mental disabilities into the Act. 11 years. What has happened? Nothing. You've still got public bodies using private numbers, which restricts access to services for people with mental health issues. Yes, restricts access to services. Or, where it's not restricting access to services, those people that don't block the private numbers are answering private numbers knowing it's going to make a meal. So on the one hand, you either prevent yourself getting ill and don't get communications from hospitals, councils, doctors, or you take the call and you have a panic attack for 3 or 4 hours after you've had the call. Yes, that's how long it takes. That's why I block all my private numbers. 3 or 4 hours to recover from an anxiety attack from a private number. That's why I block them. It's easier to not have private calls come through. There's no perfect way of doing it because my phone still tells me I've had a blocked call when I look. Thankfully, I don't look very often. So please, boys and girls, men and women, ladies and gentlemen, anyone to do with autism or mental health, pull your finger out, get your act together, and sort out some decent talking therapies for people that just need to talk. Lists, no good. Letters, frightening. Emails, petrifying. Voice communication only with people with autism and mental health issues. Please don't make me come online and do this again. You've already turned me into a mental health campaigner for the way that I've been treated. You don't want me on your back. Trust me on this one. When you annoy me to this extent, and you have, all of you, yes, there are a few good mental health caseworkers out there. Yes, there are a few. Very few and far. I've been lucky. I've had 3 in a row. And they've been blanked by the people they've been trying to talk to on my behalf. I'm okay. People can talk to me. Pick the phone up. I don't need anyone to talk on my behalf. I just need decent civil conversation from people that are going to be open and honest. Oh, that would be public servants because it's a duty of responsibility they have. Be open and honest. But I've caught my local authority lying on several occasions, using their own evidence against them. I mean, they do make up excuses saying, oh, we didn't lie, we just didn't understand the question. Excuse me? I'm autistic. I ask the question I want an answer to. I don't ask a vague question. Done it once, in anger. I've got an email here from a freedom of information request I sent in to the police. And reading the response, it's the first freedom of information request I wasn't precise on. Because I did it when I was angry. I will reply back to them and narrow it all down. But normally, I ask questions I want an answer to. The exact question. I want the exact answer to the question I put. If you don't understand it, you contact me. Like the Metropolitan Police Trust have. You contact them and say, oh, can you just clarify this? We don't really understand what you're asking for. So I don't accept any excuses. If you don't understand and you don't ask, you're answering the wrong question. And it's a lie. To me, you're answering the question on purpose that you don't want to answer. And that is a lie to me. If you're not answering the question I put, anything else is a lie. To me and other people with autism. We ask specific questions and we want exact answers. If you don't understand it, get a grown-up to answer it then. Because if you can't understand a simple question from a person with autism, you haven't got a chance in life, son. Seriously. Anyway, I'm going to cut it short now because I'm going round and round in circles and it's too hot to be wearing this damn t-shirt and I want to make myself available for my friend if she calls back. So please, everyone, I know I haven't got many people on this channel at the moment, but please share. Send this to all your MPs, your community workers, social workers, anyone that has anything to do with mental health support. Send it to your GP. Ask them what they're doing for mental health. Are they removing private numbers? Which, a doctor should be able to understand. In 15 months, I've had one phone call from my doctor. I nearly fell off my chair. That was only a week ago. They called me from a non-private number. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a hoax. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Good night, everyone. And I shall speak to you again soon.